go to class and learn how to get discipline and focus and all that kind of stuff, social skills at a higher level. But I could give a damn about the degree. You don't even have to finish, to be quite honest. The only reason you have to finish is to finish something you started. But if you find something that lights your fire, then go ahead and drop out like Bill Gates or whoever the case may be.
I love it. I love it. I love the way that you think, Joe. I mean, that is so well said. You're an educated dude. I mean, you're a pretty smart guy, and obviously you know a lot of schooling you went through. Okay, and because I'm very interested, I'm real big on understanding people's thoughts about education and about school. Tell me about your thoughts in today's world when it comes to education and schooling and, you know, the massive amounts of education that people are getting today.
Yeah, I think it's for some.
Okay.
I think it depending on what your long-term career path is, you can't really avoid it if, for example, you're going to be a high-level mechanical engineer. Well, you're going to have to go to school for a long time. You see, but I believe that as a society, we have to get away from absolutes when it comes to it, meaning, well, everybody goes. Because now statistics and whatnot are showing us that if you do go and get a college degree, it's not going to guarantee you that you're going to make a substantial income increase because you have it. There's really I guess you would say, Daniel, there's a choice people have to make. And there's two roads there. You go get experience or you go get a degree. And pretty much it's just kind of how are you wired, right? You know, if you're a school person and school doesn't really bother you, great. You know, then go ahead and go get your degree, whatever the case may be. But if you're ready to just go get money, it's probably better for you to go ahead and get in the marketplace. You can go get a degree later. I mean, that's literally the case now. What am I going to tell my children, right? To me, I want my girls, because my son's already 21 and he's going the experience, work, chase your dream route, right? He's trying to do the music thing, right? But for my girls, which are 8 and 6, I want them to go to college, not for the degree, but for the life experience. Right, and I'm not going to pay a cajillion dollars for that to happen.
Right.
That makes sense. Like we're not going to Stanford for you to get the life experience.
Right.
We're going to go to a state school, and you're going to, go to class and learn how to get discipline and focus and all that kind of stuff, social skills at a higher level. But I could give a damn about the degree. You don't even have to finish, to be quite honest. The only reason you have to finish is to finish something you started. But if you find something that lights your fire, then go ahead and drop out like Bill Gates or whoever the case may be.
I love it. I love it. I love the way that you think, Joe. I mean, that is so well said, what you just said. And I hope people understand that. Look, I mean, I'm not anti-education. You know, I talk a lot about how I never enjoyed school myself. It was never fun for me. I never pursued it. Only reason why I went to college for the short time I did was to play sports. Once I hurt my knee, I was done with sports. I was done with college. I mean, simple as that. I've gotten the marketplace. I started making money 21 years old. By the time I was 28, I was financially independent. So that can be the story for a lot of people like me. And I get it. My daughter, she'll probably end up going to college because she wants to play soccer. And she wants that experience to play soccer and sports. And now my son, he may or may not go, but whatever. Look, at the end of the day, man, let's treat people as human beings, as individuals, to say, like you said, get rid of the absolutes and let's say, hey, look, is school right for this person? If it is, then let's do it. If it's not, then that's okay too. I love that, Joe. Well
what I would add to that too, Daniel, is, and we don't say this a lot, but it's very valuable in the marketplace today to have a skill. Like everybody their mind doesn't work from a standpoint of some type of corporate job. Like especially a lot of our middle class children, A skill is tremendous today, right? And that don't require all this schooling, right? And you can make a great income, a great living, have a great lifestyle to go and pursue a skill, right? Just like the 4 years. Because what in 4 years of college, what skill did you develop? So you could develop in a trade school in a year or 2 years something that could pay you six figures for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
You may not wear a tie every day, but everybody doesn't want to wear a tie every day.
So when you got in business, Joe, did you ever get criticized? Did anybody criticize you? Did anybody put you down? I mean, did you have any haters back then? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I didn't. And let me tell you why. I do understand that there are a lot of people that are going to experience that. But let me tell you why I didn't. Because we already explained that I was a leader.
Right.
So I had a lot of credibility with people that knew me. I don't think we had this category in high school, but I really believe I'd have been one or two most likely to succeed. Now we did have best dressed, and I was that. But we didn't have a most likely to succeed as some other schools, and I really believe that I would have really been in the running for that. So I wasn't going to get a lot of criticism. It was really, I actually got a lot of support, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think that just kind of depends on, in business where relationship marketing is a part of it. It's all about how you came to the table, and that is going to be what you deal with, right? So what has been your past credibility in other things? The scripture says, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. So if you weren't like that before business, well, then they're going to deal with you in the same fashion in business. Now, what I would tell your listeners is that can really be overcome by you developing yourself and working on yourself and getting better. And I always tell people is you're not going to get like what we say regional vice president, but whatever the level is, because I know your listeners do all kinds of different things. So whatever the level you're trying to attain in business, you're not going to get there with the people you know. So it doesn't matter anyway. The only thing that they can do is take you out mentally and sabotage your future success. See, it's going to be, our reception is better with strangers than family and friends. But I always say in our business, in the industry we're in, is that the only thing your families and friends can do is help you to get to your first couple of promotions by just kind of helping you out. They can't do any more for you. Your best friend is not going to be one of your top leaders in your organization. And I know there are examples in Primerica where that happens, but there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands where it didn't happen. So criticism is going to happen. There's going to be adversity you got to deal with in terms of, friends and family. Just don't get sidetracked unless you want their life. I think you should listen to people whose life you want.
Right.
So if you're dealing with it, but that's the craziest thing. If you ever talk to somebody about, especially our industry and our company that has money, that is already successful, and they're going to tell you, makes sense, do it.
Right.
But your cousin living in their mama basement, scam.
If you like this video and you want to watch another one, click right here. If you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.